Corey, we're kicking it old school today, buddy. Double Dragon Gaiden, Rise of the Dragons is here. We've been playing, having a good time. And if you are into the Double Dragon scene from way back, Corey, just a couple years ago, all the way on the NES, dude, that's my first experience with Double Dragon. And it had that charm and that personality that brought over here to Double Dragon Gaiden, Rise of the Dragons. Yo, Ninja Gaiden automatically just kind of goes to mind too. Dude, that was my staple back in the day on Nintendo. It was Double Dragon and then Ninja Gaiden. I was like, yo, that's all I played. And then you mix the two together here, there's no ninjas. Exactly. But you still get the nostalgia feel. Corey, dude, I had a good time. Where are you at with this one?
Well, honestly, Drew, this one's going to be made for the Streets of Rage fans, the old school TMNT fans, that style of game. We're getting kind of this roguelike beat 'em up, and honestly, when you first see it, I mean, you and I are both just like, you know, the pixel art, we're getting right into it. We love this kind of old school arcadey feel. They've done a good job. I think the music and the graphics are good. I'm not going to say they're amazing, but they definitely serve the part of what this game is, and that's what makes it enjoyable jumping in. I kind of feel like I'm standing in front of an old school arcade machine, throwing my quarters in, playing this game. It's nice that this game offers a local couch co-op, so you can have a friend jump in, so the two of you can play at the same time. Unfortunately, we were both hoping for multiplayer online, and we're not getting it here. I don't think we're going to see it here. This game's $30, so I wouldn't expect anything overly deep when you purchase this one, but it definitely has enough there that if you're looking to kind of jump back into that nostalgia of these old school arcade beat 'em ups, this game is going to give it to you.
No, absolutely. I think you're in there for a good time, but a short time, Corey. The biggest takeaway, dude, was like you said, there's no online co-op. There's couch co-op, so my cousin went over and we're hanging out, we're having a couple, pops, and the way we go, we were having a good time playing Double Dragon on couch co-op. Like, that was fun, dude. Kicking in that nostalgia with my cousin, who played way back when I did, was a great time. And then I was talking to my brother, I'm like, yo, let's hook up. And we get in there, I'm like, yo, we can't. I was like, what a missed opportunity for that, right? Everything is now so online, so connected. If that feature alone would have been in there, that would have been the game changer there. Dude, I love, absolutely appreciate and adore the couch co-op, because that's something that's dying within our industry alone, right? So we have both of those, though. When my cousin's not here or my brother's not here, I still have somebody to play with. Having Billy and Jimmy back again, and then the rest of the crew coming in, you can swap out characters on the fly, which I thought was cool. The combos, dude, was a highlight, right? You pull off a special, boom, you're taking out like 4, 5, 6 people at once, and all of a sudden it drops some health, which is much needed in this, because the way the game works is you go into one stage, beat that stage, beat the boss, move into the next stage, beat that boss, or try to. If you fail, you start all over. This is kind of where that rogue element comes into, but you don't level up, which is something that's kind of missing within the game, right? Rogue lights that we experienced in the past, you die, you keep the gear sometimes, in some cases. In this one, there is none of that. It's just, okay, you start all over again, and let's go. I think it would have been nice after every time you beat a boss, though, that's when you get some powers, you get to upgrade some stuff, bring in an extra health bonus, right? Swap out your character. That character can then start to regenerate some of their health, so that way when they come back in again, they're not so on that 1 bar of health anymore, and able to keep moving, moving forward. The pixel art, Corey, is just a little under-polished for me. Like, I love the sprites from back in the day, but it just, dude, today's standard of that sprite work, right, and those pixel art styles have been really elevated as of late. So it's nice to jump back in time, but would have been a nice touch to have some more modernization to it as well. Corey, I think we had a good time, dude, but a short time overall, right? We're in there, we get the base foundation, but I feel like at the end of the day, there could have been a little bit extra in there. Playing that homage to the old Double Dragon is great, but then at the end of the day, I'm just kind of fighting over and over the same stuff. I feel like I'm almost back to the old days, right? Of how we used to play. So again, kind of bringing it up a little bit more to modernize the game itself. Has a small touch to it, but again, it's just a short touch. For me, dude, I'm wrapping up 6.5. What do you score this one?
You know what, I'm right in the same neighborhood too. I was kind of having a tough time figuring out what I wanted to score this game, because I did enjoy my time playing this one. It makes me feel like I'm playing those old school arcade games that I loved as a kid. But at the same time, like you said, it feels kind of empty. You unlock all 14 characters, you get to play and use their different abilities, but once you're done with that, that's pretty much all there is. There are some other unlockables, but they're not really necessary to complete the game, so it's really up to you if you want to do that. So honestly, Drew, if I've got to give this one a score, I got to give it a 6. There's a lot of redeeming qualities here, but again, like you said, there's just on the back end, just not really enough, unfortunately.